Right now, Sauk County authorities are continuing their search for a missing teenager. We're at the scene with the latest information.
Plus, she was killed in her home 10 years ago and her killers were never found. How you can help Madison police crack the case.
And former President Donald Trump is set to be arraigned tomorrow in federal court. The charges against him and what to expect in Florida. That's all coming up right now at 10. New clues are emerging surrounding the whereabouts of a 13-year-old boy who went missing overnight in Sauk County.
Well, since this morning, authorities have been searching for James Yablonsky around Devil's Lake near Highway 12. Tahalil Mohideen has been in the area speaking with law enforcement and has the details.
Sauk County Sheriff's Office officials say they were first alerted to James Yablonsky's disappearance by the boy's father at around 7:30 this morning. Since a missing then recovered family car followed by a ping on the boy's cell phone led authorities to this area near Devil's Lake. Sauk County Sheriff officials say the 13-year-old went missing overnight after leaving his home in a family car.
My midnight shift found the van parked alongside the road in the middle of the night
on Highway 12 near Devil's Lake State Park. Then later, a ping on James's cell phone led law enforcement to a makeshift campsite.
I'd say right up in here,
where some of the 13-year-old's belongings were found.
It's a very good sign that there's a campsite. He has several changes of clothes at his campsite. He has a phone charger there. He has a pillow that we know of. So hopefully that's a good sign.
Authorities in Sauk County didn't say whether or not the teenage boy is believed to be in danger, but said his father reported missing a handgun.
We have no idea if James has it.
As a precaution, the Sauk County Sheriff removed all civilian search teams from the scene, leaving about 50 to 75 officers still searching for the boy in low visibility.
And because that area is very rustic and very wooded, it's a very difficult area to search.
There's concern about safety for the officers and the deputies that are walking that terrain because there's lots of gullies in there. There's deep ravines. There's rock cliffs in there.
Authorities say with safety in mind, as it gets dark, they are temporarily suspending the search until morning, but they will have some officials on hand near the campsite and in the area all night. Reporting in Sauk County, Tahalil Mohideen, News 3 Now.
Authorities are asking anyone with information on Yablonsky's whereabouts to call the Sauk County Sheriff's Office at 608-355-4495. Officials say they have no reason to believe the teen is with anyone at this point.
Madison police are investigating after they say a woman reported being stabbed at a downtown bar. The stabbing happened at a bar in the 100 block of West Main Street in Madison at around 7:45 yesterday morning. Police say the woman did not immediately seek medical treatment, but she checked into a hospital in Dodgeville. An investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is urged to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers.
Well, 10 years after a mother was shot and killed in her Madison home, police are still searching for her killers. Julia Majette was shot and killed in her home on Madison's east side in front of at least 2 of her 3 children. Police said 2 unknown men entered her home on part of North Thompson Drive just before 8 p.m. on June 12, 2013. The 2 men also shot at her husband, Dante Vance, who survived the shooting. The current detective behind the case says nearly 400 police reports were generated at the time he took on the case 2 years ago. He says the investigation was thorough, which makes the search for outside information even more important a decade later.
At this stage, this far into an investigation, this many years down the line, we very much are reliant on information and assistance from the public. We're very confident that members of the public and possibly members of Mr. Vance's family have information about this investigation that would be extremely beneficial to this case.
Anyone with information on the shooting is urged to contact Madison area Crime Stoppers.
A family of birds lost their nest after the kitchen exhaust vent it was located in went up in flames. Firefighters went to a home on the 200 block of Kedsey Street yesterday and saw smoke coming from the flue of a hood vent near a corner of the house. When the firefighters accessed the flue, they noticed a bird's nest inside. They removed the nest and put out the fire. The home wasn't damaged. Fire officials believe the motor of a vent fan caused that fire.
The unseasonably cool weather continues. Let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti. Gary?
Well, it's nice this time of year to have cool weather for a change. It's pretty comfortable out here, but we need the rain. And the problem is it gets cool this time of year when the air is dry. Time lapse from the WISC-TV sky cam shows the clear skies that we had early this morning, giving way to some clouds this afternoon. So it's kind of the double whammy. You get cool at night and you stay cool during the day because of the cloud cover and the few scattered showers that you saw in that time lapse. But as we look at Doppler track, there are some light showers that are dropping southward across Wisconsin right now. A few showers around southwestern Wisconsin, Grant County, Lancaster to Platteville, over toward Darlington and southward, and then a few more showers drifting through the Dells area. 6-hour future track radar shows another batch of showers dropping southward across Wisconsin. Last night, low temperature Madison dropped to 38 degrees. That actually tied a record low, but temperatures were in the 30s through much of southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today, though, warmed up at least into the 70s, so we saw a big temperature swing, about a 30 to 35 degree swing in temperatures. Now those temperatures have cooled off into the middle 50s. For the most part, these temperatures will probably hold nearly steady or only fall a few more degrees because of the cloud cover. Here in Dane County, 57 right now. In Mount Horeb, 55 in Sun Prairie, and 57 in Deerfield. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy tonight. We'll see some scattered showers. Low temperature dropping to about 53 in Madison. Later on, I'll take a look at how much rain we can expect and if there's any more in the future over the next 10 days.
Thanks, Gary. Former President Donald Trump is set to appear at his arraignment in federal court in Miami tomorrow.
Skylar Henry is in Washington with the latest on the charges against the former president.
Former President Donald Trump arrived in Miami for Tuesday's historic appearance in a downtown federal court. Just miles away, Trump supporters gathered outside his golf club.
There's no doubt in my mind that he should not be behind bars from everything that I've heard in the media.
The indictment, handed out Friday, contains more than 3 dozen charges. It accuses Trump of illegally retaining classified documents after his single term in the White House and obstructing efforts to retrieve them. Prosecutors say some of the documents concern U.S. nuclear weapons programs and contain details about military activity and capabilities of both the U.S. and foreign countries.
This was a risk to national security beyond calculation.
Republican Senator Mitt Romney says the situation could have been avoided.
The country is going to go through tumult as a result of one thing. President Trump didn't turn over military documents when he was asked to do so. All he had to do was hand them in.
Security will be tight to maintain the former president's safety, and he's encouraged supporters to join a protest planned at the courthouse.
We're going to be using a unified command approach.
Inside, Trump will surrender to authorities and face the first federal criminal charges against a former or current U.S. president. Sources close to his legal team tell CBS News they expect Trump to plead not guilty. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
After his court appearance in Miami, former President Trump is set to deliver remarks on Tuesday night to supporters at his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey.
Demolition crews are continuing to remove a section of northbound I-95 after it collapsed in Philadelphia yesterday. They also say the southbound side will be demolished as well. A fire caused by a gasoline tanker truck under the overpass compromised the bridge. Before the collapse, that section of I-95 handled roughly 160,000 vehicles a day. Now it's closed in both directions indefinitely, and commuters and commercial traffic are having to find new routes.
Everyone's just going to have to adjust. We're probably going to have to wake up a little earlier, show up on time.
The collapsed overpass was part of a $212 million reconstruction project completed 4 years ago. A team from National Transportation Safety Board is on the ground investigating. Local officials say rebuilding this section of I-95 could take months.
Democrats are sounding the alarm on school safety initiatives they believe are at risk now that the Republicans on the state budget writing committee have canceled funding for them in the next budget. The Department of Justice's Office of School Safety actually got its start under the Scott Walker administration, but got an injection of federal funds under Josh Kaul. That money will run out at the end of the year, and Republicans have opted out of replenishing it from the state's coffers. Attorney General Josh Kaul says the impact to kids could be immeasurable.
Said I'm reaching out to this program because I know it works, because when my friend reached out, I got the help that I needed. And those kinds of interventions help keep our kids safe. I can't think of a more worthwhile investment for our state government to be making.
Now Republicans leading the committee say they've kept the base level of funding in. They just aren't increasing it.
Tens of millions of borrowers with federal student loans will have to restart payments in October. The Department of Education is clarifying that interest will resume September 1st. That's roughly when the Biden administration says the pandemic pause is set to end, unless the Supreme Court rules on a separate loan case. The DOE says it will reach out to borrowers with more information, and they can check the federal student aid website. Longtime Madison School District staff member Lisa Quisted is starting work as the district's interim superintendent. Quisted will lead the district while the MMS Board of Education works to replace Dr. Carlton Jenkins. Before her retirement in 2020, she worked in different roles in the district for nearly 20 years, serving as assistant superintendent for teaching and learning for 9 years. Her contract will end June 30th, 2024. When we come back, Gary gives us a complete look at this week's forecast.
But first, a boat capsizes in western New York during a cave expedition. Find out what authorities are saying about this when News 3 Now at 10 continues after this break.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10, winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Fry Construction for Best Roofer, Windows and Doors, Kitchen and Bath Design, and Best Home Repair. Vote today for Fry Construction on MadisonMagazine.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote online today for the Del Bar for Best Supper Club, Best Steakhouse, Best Destination Restaurant, and Best Upscale Dining. Vote for the Del Bar today on MadisonMagazine.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of Progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Shamar is showing more than he should on my show. Hold up! It's a family show.
I'll pay the fine.
And I'm in harmony with Renee Rapp. I'm in love.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Check this out. A kitten in Las Vegas hit the jackpot last week. The tiny cat was trapped on the side of a busy highway between a concrete barrier and fast-moving traffic. That's when a Nevada state responded to calls from concerned motorists. Initially, the kitten wasn't interested in being rescued, but the trooper was able to scoop him up. Police named the kitten Trooper Kitty and helped him find a forever home.
Well, officials in western New York say one person died after a boat capsized during an underground cave tour. Authorities say the tour was sponsored by the group Destination Niagara USA. It hosts a group of hospitality workers from the county each year to explore Lockport Cave. Officials say as the tour was ending, the boat suddenly flipped over. All 29 people on board were thrown into the water, which is roughly 4 to 6 feet deep in most spots. A 60-year-old man who was stuck under the boat died.
We have an inflatable boat that we can launch virtually anywhere through the use of compressed air. We put rescuers on that boat to go down that 300-feet corridor, and we were able to bring back 3 or 4 people at a time. Altogether, about 16 were rescued via boat. Everybody else was able to walk that corridor back to the original launch spot.
Authorities say the rescue operation took about an hour. The man's wife was also on board. She was taken to a local hospital. Police are considering the area a crime scene while the investigation continues. Since 1977, the tour has taken place about 20 miles east of Niagara Falls alongside the Erie Canal.
To a traffic alert for those in Necedah. Highway 80 is set to be resurfaced beginning Monday. It'll happen between 25th Street and Kingsbury Drive after Governor Evers signed a nearly $900,000 contract for the work. The east side of the road will also be widened to add left turn lanes. The road will remain open to traffic during construction with temporary lane closures. The project is slated to be completed in August.
Across the state, 14 nonprofit dental clinics have something to smile about. Today, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services awarded $5.1 million to split between them. DHS says the goal of funding these clinics is to increase access to dental care. That includes groups like Medicaid members, lower income groups, people with disabilities, and those without insurance.
You know, I think just everyone deserves to be healthy. Everyone deserves to have access to good quality, affordable dental care. And these grants are going to allow that for many people.
4 of the clinics getting aid here are here in South Central and Southwestern Wisconsin. The state says this funding should get 7,000 more patients dental care over the next 3 years. That's a 17.5% increase.
Speaking of nonprofits, over 100 golfers teed off at Hawks Landing Golf Course this morning for one of the main fundraisers for Geo's Garden. The nonprofit is a therapeutic respite care center that serves families of children with special needs. Today's Golf Classic raised around $20,000 that will help Geo's Garden continue to serve as many families as possible. By the way, Geo celebrated its 11th anniversary at the beginning of this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And the weather was perfect for today, Gary, so thank you very much for that.
I had nothing to do with it, but
just take the credit. Take the credit. It was gorgeous out there.
Well, we were celebrating my son's 23rd birthday today over at the new Texas Roadhouse, and people were asking, when's it going to rain? How much rain are we going to get?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have great news there, so see.
Can't take it all. Can't get it all.
You can't please everybody. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Overnight showers for tonight and tomorrow. High temperatures will be held down to the 60s because of the cloud cover, but once we get back into the sunshine on Wednesday, temperatures will be back into at least the lower 80s and probably even higher toward the end of next week. The only exception will be Saturday, probably upper 70s because of cloud cover and a chance of showers. And that really is about the only reasonable chance of rain from here on out for the next week and a half. There's a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday night, but Saturday probably a pretty decent chance for some showers and thunderstorms, but not as much rain as we need. High-resolution radar shows just very light showers moving through the Dells. A batch that was over southwestern Wisconsin continues to drop southward into northern Illinois. Every once in a while, there's been a flash of lightning over toward the La Crosse area, but you can see, for the most part, these are just light rain showers. And future track shows those showers kind of rotating back in from the north. There'll be a big area of low pressure off to the east, and we're on the western fringes of it. So depending on where that eastern edge ends up, that'll make the difference between clouds and showers and sunshine and warmer temperatures. And you can see just how close we are to that during the day tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. Areas east of Madison more likely to see the rain. Southwestern Wisconsin, even under the cloud cover, may not see as much rain. And then we clear out for Wednesday, and guess what happens? Boom, those temperatures jump right back up into the 80s. Rainfall amounts favoring the Fox Valley, northeastern Wisconsin, maybe a ½ inch or more there. 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch in and around Madison. Heavier amounts to the east, maybe closer to 1/4 of an inch. Southwestern Wisconsin, 1/10 of an inch or less, unfortunately, because that's on the back edge. With the dry weather, we see big differences in temperatures. Here's the live view from the Edgewater Skycam as we check out the almanac for today. Our high temperature topped out at 71 degrees, but look at the low temperature, 38 degrees. So that's a pretty significant temperature swing, 33 degrees. But notice the low temperature, that also tied the record low of 38 set back in 1985. And as we check out the current conditions, we're at 56 with cloud cover. That'll keep temperatures up tonight. In fact, we'll probably only fall a few more degrees from there, but the humidity still not very high, 69%, especially if you're expecting showers. That's not a good sign. Weather track, you can see this stubborn area of low pressure aloft, and that's what's just kind of sitting and spinning and bringing down these bands of showers. But not far out to the west, it's clear. This is kind of like what we saw on Memorial Day weekend, where we were in the clear and the wet weather was to the east and to the west of us. So when you get these cut-off low pressure systems, you don't see much in the way of change. And right now, we're kind of on the back edge of it, these little waves of low pressure, troughs of low pressure. Each one of them kicks off a few showers as it rotates on through. And notice temperatures right now, because of the cloud cover, mainly in the 50s to around 60. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 65 degrees. It'll be breezy and cool with showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Plan your day for tomorrow, 65 in Verona, 65 in Windsor, 65 in Cottage Grove. Pretty steady temperatures. A little warmer out to the west. Again, temperatures might make it into the 70s where there'd be little in the way of rain. And you can see planning your day overnight, just some spotty showers. We start to get into tomorrow morning and notice this batch of rain kind of working its way in from the north. But it favors areas east of Madison, west of Madison, much more spotty precipitation. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer there. And notice from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., the showers are gone, and that's pretty much it. The skies start to clear, and the rainfall amounts, again, heavier to the northeast, lighter to the southwest. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures go right back up into the 80s once we get the sunshine back. A shower or thunderstorm chance Saturday, and then dry for next week. High temperatures up around 90 by the end of the week.
Thanks, Gary. Now, some major changes are coming to Wheel of Fortune, with the game show's host, Pat Sajak, announcing his retirement after 41 seasons. The 76-year-old released a statement on Twitter saying it's been a wonderful ride and that the newest season, which begins in September, will be his last. Sajak has been hosting the popular game show with Vanna White since 1982.
And as if winning their 7th title wasn't enough, stick around to see what the Badger women's hockey team did today. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's being prepared for all the challenges you may face after a serious injury. It's confronting every aspect of your case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions that have earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. It's no wonder so many clients refer their own friends and family to our team of dedicated professionals year after year. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call today for a free consultation.
At the Butler household, we celebrate a little differently. Now we can easily assign chores and the kids get paid for them right away. So they're learning valuable financial lessons and I'm getting a clean house.
Learn more about the Mind and Money tool at ECU.com.
George uses AT&T for his internet and mobile service. Anthony has Spectrum One. What's the difference? With AT&T, George pays a lot more.
I'm sorry, I do?
AT&T Internet costs $55, and AT&T Unlimited Extra Line costs $75.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet with fast and reliable speeds.
Super fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security.
With Spectrum, I get Security Shield, blocking threats.
And an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G.
Service, so reliable.
All for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Or call us and we'll do it for you. With Spectrum One, Anthony is saving almost $100 a month.
That's almost $1,200 in savings. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-754-4999 today.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeofHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Since 1980, it's been traditions for champions of their sport to be honored at the White House. But when the Badger women's hockey team won their national title in March, a trip to the South Lawn didn't really cross their mind. That all changed last Thursday, though, when their group chat exploded with news. The White House wanted to honor them. And today was the big day. They were one of 47 NCAA championship teams invited to D.C., greeted by Vice President Kamala Harris. And while it was understandably surreal, so was winning a national title.
To get here at this point, to be recognized by the Vice President on the White House lawn, it was a really special moment and kind of made it feel more real. Honestly, winning the national championship still kind of feels like a dream at this point. So it's like, wow, this is real. This is crazy. We're getting recognized for all our hard work.
To the gridiron, where the Badgers picked up yet another recruit. Colin Cubberly is a three-star offensive lineman from New York. He's the 14th commit in UW's 2024 class, and he chose Bucky over 17 other D1 offers. Wisconsin's recruiting class continues to skyrocket. Right now, they sit just outside the top 10 nationally. And one of the greatest Badgers of all time received yet another honor today when the Texans announced that they're inducting J.J. Watt into their Ring of Honor. The three-time Defensive Player of the Year carried the Texans brand for years on and off the field, including raising millions of dollars for Hurricane Harvey victims. To the diamond, where Middleton played Hortonville in the D1 state baseball quarterfinal. This one was scoreless through 6, but Hortonville broke it open. They would end a magnificent Middleton season, 3-0 the final. To the hardwood, where history was made tonight in the Mile High City. The Denver Nuggets closed out the Miami Heat in 5 games, securing the Nuggets' first NBA title in their 47-year franchise history. In case you missed it this weekend, Steve Stricker won the AmFam Championship in Verona. The golf legend created this PGA event in 2016, but he had never won it. That changed this weekend when he shot 18 under at University Ridge. Strick was once the second best golfer in the world, but says this is his most important win of his career. In this, you have to see PGA golfer Adam Hadwin was celebrating with his fellow Canadian Nick Taylor. When look at this, he gets laid out. He was just trying to pop champagne with a friend. He's also on the tour, but security apparently wasn't looped in and laid Hadwin out. Hadwin's wife tweeted that he is okay and that in true Canadian fashion, he apologized to the security guard. We'll be right back after this.
Get 11% off great gifts for Dad at Menards. Masterforce 20-volt tools have everything you need to get the job done right. 1 battery, 34 tools and accessories. High power, extreme performance, ultimate durability, limitless versatility. Get the Masterforce 20-volt half-inch hammer drill kit for $119.96 after rebate. Add more power in a smaller package with the new 20-volt XHC battery. Just $79.99 after 11% rebate.
Announcing Madison Magazine for 2020. Vote for the best of Madison online today, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue and Best Catering. Vote today for Beef Butter Barbecue. and catering.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
When you get Spectrum One, you get fast, reliable internet for $49.99. Then, surprise, you find out you're also getting free advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield. Another surprise, you're also getting a free line of unlimited mobile with 5G. Surprise, it's me. With Spectrum One, you're gonna be very surprised by all the free stuff you get. Or you would be if I hadn't already just told you. Still, when you get in there, could you act surprised? A little something for the people in the store. Spectrum One. Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile. All for just $49.99. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Want to work out for free? This summer at Anytime Fitness, you can get up to 3 months free. Get more for your membership than just machines, with 24/7 access and a community of support. Hurry! The earlier you join, the more you save. Stop into Anytime Fitness now and get the summer free.
And when I die, a unique blend of jazz and rock vocal music that has been. It's Blood and Tears. Performing live Friday, July 7th in Wisconsin, Dells. Tickets for Blood, Sweat, and Tears are on sale now through Ticketmaster. A renaissance of unbridled talent. It's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Friday, July 7th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Mallards Baseball, Friday night. Come for the game, stay for the fireworks.
Finally tonight, an aquarium in Western Japan is welcoming 2 Asian small-clawed otter pups. One of the pups, a male, was born on May 23rd, while the other pup, a female, was born on the 24th. The Asian small-clawed otter is the smallest otter species in the world, native to South and Southeast Asia. They are especially popular in Japan for their adorable and charming faces. The aquarium plans to hold the first public outing for the 2 pups in late July.
We ought to go check it out. You know?
I was waiting for that. I was just waiting.
I couldn't help it.
Where can I get my claws on one of those, you know?
Oh, my goodness. Gary,
I guess,
take it away.
I guess it's time for a little weather, huh? I got a few showers out there. Temperatures right now are in the middle 50s, but the showers will continue off and on overnight.
Thanks, everyone.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.